Oh, welcome back to the Legacy DLC. Still have Symphonic poster with me.
How you doing?
And we forgot something up on the floor.
Oh my god, I left the baby on the bus.
Not quite a baby. Just a crown.
Well, still, it's very important.
Yes. Especially if we want to have fun with Dumont's altar over here.
Blessed are you, Dumont. Silent and strong, secret and wise. Accept these offerings and share your strength.
Hawk, what happened to your voice?
Here goes.
Well, if we were defiling the altar, we would see what would cause that. But instead, we want a little power. And a slightly different line later on.
Good idea, Hawk.
It's just an ancient defender god.
Exactly. Fuck with the creepy altar. What could possibly go wrong? She's like, fuck it, I live in Kirkwall. Shit like this happens every day. This is going to the market for me.
Yeah, pretty much. And now we proceed onwards towards the final seal.
You got 4 gold and a chain.
Yeah, it's not really worth it, but the chain sells for a little bit, so it's decent. And that right there, really annoying if you're just running through. You'll get pounded against the wall and just kind of get stuck.
It's great to see how graphics change. Because I know that, like, when you first look at DA2, you know, on the older consoles, you're like, well, this looks pretty good. And, you know, now you've got Inquisition, and even on console, it just blows this out of the water.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
And this is a theory on why Kirkwall's so terrible. Perhaps sealing a giant darkspawn nearby in the mountains was not the best idea.
Or murdering like 1 million people to build the place probably wasn't the best idea either.
Progress is made on corpses. Most of the time you don't want them in the city. Very shortly we'll see why it takes me 5 hours to complete this, because it's not actually that long of a DLC. I get lost in the enjoyment I have coming up. Especially considering the first time I played this was after I had beaten the game.
You should never have fought me.
It was very, very nice to do that.
Explosions!
Yeah. One of the really nice things about the family key is the upgrades we've been getting have actually made it so it's better than the weapon we started with. Because it has a little bit of elemental damage and everything, so it's pretty good.
It starts out complete crap, but it upgrades quickly at least.
Yeah. It will get you through this DLC pretty easily.
We'll help you through this.
Anders is hearing Corypheus in his head. All the more, and
What's wrong?
well,
I can't.
it's not going too well for him.
Orders. The joining. I have too much taint in my blood. I can't shut him out. Help me. I will
Haha.
be controlled.
Do not do this to me here.
And this is lost in hours of enjoyment.
Ah, that's good reason for enjoyment. I gotta beat the shit out of Anders! Hooray!
Yep. Normally make a save just before this, go all the way back up, switch it to just me and my Anders, and come back down and repeatedly beat him up.
I guess they're right.
He deserves it.
You never can leave the Wardens. I hope I can hold against him. Against
It's like herpes.
Let's just try not to do that again.
Hey, there's like a
Bianca hates being
sub
turned on
1%
her
chance you can get out of the Wardens. One person did it out of the, I think, millions of Wardens by now. And the final seal, culmination of all the other seals that we have released so far. And, well, they're guardians as well. But there's actually a trick to make this fight super easy. And luckily we have Dog to be able to show it off.
Dog.
Because it does this, then surrounds the field and copies. All of which actually hurt. But because Dog is an AI,
He can tell you where the real one is.
Exactly, he's a summoned
Nice.
AI, so he goes straight for the same target.
Good dog.
Luckily this guy isn't too difficult. Off Dog goes. He's so good.
Dog uses hacks. He cheats.
Well, he has basically an infinite number of lives. He never gets injured, really. Yeah, it's a bit cheaty. Though, the real cheat is you could buy a respec potion and spec out of Dog.
Why would you respec out a dog? I mean, really.
I don't know if you really want that one extra point. And that is a very annoying attack right there. Because even if you just catch the slightest bit of the outside, you're stuck in for it at least one hit. And it hurts. But with him down, we get our final upgrade.
Hooray!
And I debated between stun chance, but then the tips on the loading screens came back to me, and if something gets stunned, their target resets. So, speed reduction, much more useful.
He feels the seals weaken. He knows
And-
you're close. You must be ready.
Crazy man again.
No! No! They're here!
Speak plainly.
The Wardens. They listen to Corypheus. They want to bring him the light. Stop them. You must stop them.
Something's happening. The prison's breaking down. But it stood up to
Oh golly, the Grey Warden's doing something stupid. How unusual.
Key. And you've come through
Yeah.
the seals. But how? Can you be Hawk, the child of Malcolm?
And
The guards
it's only
said they
4
were
of them,
close.
too.
You must be her.
Which is
I am Janica.
surprising.
I lead this unit of Grey Wardens.
What do you know about Father?
Then you don't know. Without Malcolm, this prison would have fallen 30 years ago.
I'm not here for touching family stories.
The Grey Wardens built this prison to contain one of the most powerful Darkspawn we've ever encountered. But even the best magic fades. The Wardens need to reinforce the seals. This requires the blood of a mage untainted by Warden training. The last to perform the ritual was your father.
My father was a blood mage.
To avert the blights, forbidden magics are sometimes necessary.
No! He always warned me never to take that risk. He wouldn't have.
He did not bind the demons, if that is your concern. That was done in another era, before the Chantry's laws.
You're not using my blood for anything.
We need your help, Hawke. I have done extensive research on this Darkspawn, and I believe the original Wardens were wrong. He isn't a threat to humanity. He's our greatest opportunity. A Darkspawn who can talk, feel, reason.
Corypheus cares nothing for price. He used you.
Make bad decisions.
Warden Commander.
Yeah,
Don't listen to this creature. He's half Darkspawn
many
himself.
bad
I know how to
decisions.
harness Corypheus. Use his magic to end the blights.
No. The Wardens knew. Corypheus is too powerful.
Don't do it, Hawke. You can't trust a Darkspawn to honor any deal.
Worth the risk. If he doesn't help, it's one more big Darkspawn to stick a bolt in. No big deal.
Listen to Anders. Listen to Varric.
Must have had a good reason for helping
Yeah,
the
tough
Wardens
choice.
keep this thing imprisoned.
Corypheus calls her, and she listens. She brought him the cup.
This to the man that basically says this is a bad idea because possession,
Must help us.
but he's also possessed.
Why would this Darkspawn want to end the blights?
And Varric has the right idea.
This monster. This
If it goes
search
south, we can
God
still stab
comes
him.
at a terrible cost to his people.
This sounds very familiar.
He tricked you.
His people.
These are
Lol.
thoughts. They are his calling.
How many of them died in Ferelden alone? And that was the least of the blights.
How could you trust any deal this Darkspawn makes with you?
Do not think me foolish, Hawke. I am making no deal. I have a spell which can control Corypheus. Bind him to my will. He will be a new, important weapon in the war on the blights. No more, no less.
Are you talking about using blood magic?
Everything that was done to him was through the power of blood. The Wardens imprisoned Corypheus before the Chantry banned such magic. It is the only way to hold him.
They never bound him. Only the walls.
This just sounds like the greatest of ideas.
I know. Let's get our blood magic on. Sure, it never turns out badly. Everything will be great.
No.
Yeah.
Would you destroy us all?
Good job, Hawk.
Do you to
Go
help
along
me
with the
do?
crazy person. Or not the crazy person.
Roland,
Well,
I live.
between two
Who
crazies,
do you serve?
a chance to end the blights, or
Bastards.
we have to listen to that guy some more.
With me, Hawke. We must beat them to the seal.
His strange movements. Up we go into a little bit of an annoying place. But we at least have found who was sending the card after us and the reasons for it. Oh. It's a nice little thing to do.
Jenica and the Hawk together?
Stop gawking, fools. Larius and those traitor Wardens are on their way to kill Corypheus. Go down the other passage and deal with them. I want them dead.
Yes.
Only called when traitors the second she betrays them.
Look,
This is Larius' doing. I'll deal with it. Go.
yes, Jenica.
Why are the Carter on your side?
I needed their strength and their numbers to release Corypheus. I led them to him. Showed them where to dig.
Were you behind the attacks on my family?
I hope you can forgive me. Had I known you would cooperate willingly, I would never have done it.
I broke the seals. How's Larius doing?
Always ask before attacking somebody.
Yeah, just say, hey, would you? And if they say no, you say fine, and then you kick the shit out of them.
It's the way it
Larius has been
works.
here for years. He knows its secrets better than anyone.
Enough chatter. Larius is making his way to Corypheus as we speak.
Agreed.
I kind of do wonder how long Larius was down here for.
How many hundreds of years?
Yeah, because it says that down here for years. He's been down long enough for the Darkspawn to no longer notice him as a person. So that's had to have been a while. But not too
Destroying it will
long.
take too much time, but I can affect the flow of magic to the barrier.
Because the other Grey Wardens have been taught by him.
Let's continue.
And here's the annoying part of this area.
Oh god, a torch puzzle, basically.
A multicolored torch puzzle.
It will just have to do.
Because that torch is blue, that barrier's orange, that one's green, and behind it we can see a red one. And I thought some combination would, because it's been a while, and no, it's all color-coded. Sadly, there's no just one torch to light that will just take out all of one color. Because there's stuff back there. Important
I want stuff! You always want stuff.
Stuff is good. Especially when it's stuff that explains stuff.
Pile of bones.
Viewpoint, where we can
Yes,
see them.
it's still a giant hole.
It's still a giant hole, and there are 4 people going across it.
Does he?
And you'd think he would be able to move faster, only because of the speed he's moved beforehand that we've seen.
His instantaneous teleporting.
Yeah. It seems kind of strange. And at this point, you could actually continue forward and completely forget about all that stuff behind you as soon as you light that torch over there. But you'd be missing out on a lot of stuff.
On all your stuff.
Yeah. Like, I think it's about 5, maybe 600 experience. And some codex entries. You hit that one, that torch in that corner there, it opens up the path forwards, and you're free to go. Completely, totally free. You don't have to worry about anything. Until you see this one and realize so much stuff. And we find his last journal entry.
Been nice knowing you kids.
Been a warden for 30 years. Well, it's gonna go die now.
That's a shitty retirement plan.
Well, it's that or become a Darkspawn who might slaughter everybody.
This is why the Grey Wardens have trouble recruiting.
That's why it's normally a secret. And that wall confused me because there's a passage on the map behind it. It always confuses me. Now, to go slowly get our stuff.
We want fat loot.
And turning the wrong way.
Stuff like this is always annoying as fuck. You're like, God, I want to be over. Damn it!
Yes, it is. And We are finding some really interesting codex entries here. Such as it's just... He can literally just tell the wardens, nah, you're not gonna kill me.
What's next?
Corypheus seems to have some interesting powers here. Most of which never get used again.
Well, he does still influence Grey Wardens in Inquisition.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Makes them hear like a false calling, but it's magnified. It's not just, you know, the ones that are around him. It's all over the place.
Yeah. That's why it's like, they were saying when they were binding him, he would basically be able to stop the Grey Wardens from doing anything to him, really, which is why they couldn't properly bind him. They tried killing him, he stopped the Grey Wardens from doing that. Trying to bind him, they realized, now we can't. So they just kind of put him down here in a cage and seal the walls around the cage.
This won't give us any.
But in Inquisition, he has the roughly same powers of sort of mass hypnosis.
Let's move on.
Well, in Inquisition, it wasn't that he was like mind controlling him. It's just that he had the calling going on to the point where they were all hearing it and freaking out, and then he sent the douche nozzle from Tevinter to say, oh, well, you know, everyone's hearing the calling. Well, I've got a solution to that, and we're gonna, if you do this, bind all these demons into an army, then we're gonna march on the dark roads, and they thought it was a good idea. They didn't ever actually speak to Corypheus, because in that case they might have actually been like, hey, that dude's a darkspawn, we shouldn't listen to him. But no, they were just completely stupid.
Yeah.
Never. Maybe we should investigate why we're all hearing the calling, when this has never happened before. Nope, let's just resort right to blood magic. That'll be fun.
Blood magic is an easy solution. Slice someone's wrist, there's plenty of blood inside them. And you have plenty of mages.
Get out of the way.
Give us any more trouble.
Having to redo the final steps of the puzzle because you wanted to do the extra parts of the puzzle. It's not right. But at least it's not Towers of Hanoi.
Fucking Towers of Hanoi.
It's surprising this DLC has quite a few boss fights in it. If you count every one of the Guardians as a boss fight. That's...
Sorta kinda boss fight.
yeah. This coming up is definitely a boss fight, though.
No
You're like, there is no doubt. Oh dear.
Further. Did you really think you could stop me? I will reach Corypheus, and I will harness his power.
No! Never! Your path ends here!
And if you're looking closely, that sticky head looked just like the one that was used to control the Qunari mage.
Huh.
Yep.
Maybe they just reused assets?
Possibly. This is definitely a boss fight because each one of these golems has a special characteristic. The hints in their name.
Oh, I miss Shale. If they're gonna bring anybody back, I want them to bring Shale back. She's a golem. It's not like she's gonna age.
Yeah.
Like, Wynn might be dead and, you know, a bunch of other stuff, but I'm like, I want Shale back. I want to see her crush pigeons in all the beautiful 3D glory.
That would be interesting to see. Really well renderedly too, seeing all the pigeons just kind of like feathers. This boss fight takes a while.
You're like, they have a bunch of HP and they're damage resistant, and oh god, we just got it. Golems.
Yep. The main problem is you start off with one, it swaps to another, it swaps to another. Then two activate, then the third one comes in. You're trying to protect people, but then your main magic damage person dies.
These things happen.
And you're running low on potions, and you have a physical resistant guy left, but this is one of the reasons why I picked up the armor penetration bonus for the sword. It completely ignores all that. They drop an okay ring. Not great. It's okay.
You're going to make me do stupid boss fights. Give me good loot.
Yeah. One
I mean,
final.
dragons usually drop decent stuff in Inquisition, so there's your reason for fighting them, because almost all of them are completely optional.
Barring maybe one, depending on your story choices.
Well, there's one in Hakon that you must fight. But the rest of them you could just ignore them forever if you want to.
Don't mind that I'm suddenly Anders. I made a mistake.
I pressed wrong button.
I was just wondering what someplace sinister and foreboding would look like. And here it is.
Gotta love Varric.
Yep. Good comments all around from Varric.
Yep.
You can't stop me, Larius.
And somehow we're ahead of them when they were ahead of us.
End the blights forever.
And we were delayed by...
Yeah, we had to fuck around with some colored doors and fight some golems, and you still just made it here.
Larius has accused
Yeah,
you of this several
you would
times.
think
Is it true?
somewhere
Of course it isn't.
we would have passed them,
Twisted by years in the
but
deep
no.
roads. You know I'm right, Hawk.
She should not wear the griffin.
Instead we get there before them, he comes up behind us and yells at us.
One step closer and you're dead.
Better to die than live with Corypheus free. Wardens!
Oh, time to kill some wardens.
Well, they kind of had it coming.
Yeah, he kinda did.
In Inquisition, you can tell them to get the fuck out, but you don't actually... Well, I guess you can... You do fight them a little bit in Adamant, but...
And we're gonna save releasing Corypheus
Now, but not
for
for
a little
long.
bit later.
The prison's magic still holds him. The key alone won't open this seal. Use your blood. Free him now so we can take him while he's weak.